welcome to the channel. Today we have a really awesome review, at least in my opinion, of the new Neca Toys King Kong. This is Neca's interpretation of the 1933 version. So, what that means is those who don't know, the original King Kong falls under public domain. So, technically, Neca can make a King Kong figure off of their interpretation of it and not have to pay any licensing fees. At least that's under my impression. Like there's like movies, like for instance, if anybody knows, like Night of the Living Dead. Well, Night of the Living Dead lost its trademark. It falls under public domain. So if you wanted to make a Night of the Living Dead film, technically you could. Okay, but the thing is, but Neca couldn't go and make a Kong Skull Island a toy because that falls under, Legendary and Toho and and Warner Brothers, whoever owns that particular version. But this version is safe. So we'll go over the box, we will check it out, and then we will see how he compares to some of the other Neca kaiju figures I have. And then, we'll talk about the figure. So give me one moment. Oh, well, no, I haven't even showed you the box yet. So give me one moment as I open this guy, but let's look at the box. Really cool image of Kong. Really excited. There's King Kong again. Let's see. I love these Neca boxes. I think they're so cool. There's a really cool image of Kong. See, what I think is cool about it comes with two head sculpts, right? Let me see. It's hard to tell because, obviously, guys, there's a glare, but whatever. You're going to see this better when I give it to you. But it comes with two head sculpts, right? Here's the 1933 version head sculpt, right? And then it gives you an angry one. That's, for me, it's that's gonna act as my Kong Skull Island. I almost want to buy two of these because then you have two Kongs, right? You have a Kong with in my opinion, the new Skull Island look, the angry Kong, and then you have the original, goofy, Kong from the 1933, which I think is really cool. See, personally, what I hope Neca does is, I hope Neca actually makes a black and white version. And then, same figure, just do black and white, then I'll have my 1933 Kong, and then this guy will act as my Kong Skull Island Kong. So, anyways, let's open this guy up, we'll take a look at the figure. Here we have our King Kong out of the packaging, and this is one of the figures that I was really, really looking forward to when it came out in 2020. It just took me a while to get it. Not because I haven't seen it, I've seen him all over the stores, which is really nice. He was, I gotta say, when Neca made the deal with Target to start selling their figures in Target, it's made it so much easier for me to actually go to a store and pick up a Neca figure. And I will say, I have two Targets near me, and they stay really well stocked up, especially when it came to the Godzillas. So, I just never got around to getting it, and finally I saw it on GameStop. There, it was on sale, and I was like, it's time to pull that trigger. So I have it. So before we go over the figure, I'm going to show you the accessories it comes with, and then I will go over the articulation. We would do size comparisons with this look, and then size comparisons with the other head, so you can kind of have an idea of what do I want to do with my display. So first things comes first. Here is his open hands, which I think I probably like more than the the closed hands. But let's see the detail. They're really cool, man. I like these figures, and I like the way they look. They have really big hands, and then obviously this head sculpt I'm a big fan of. This is the head sculpt I probably will have displayed. Like I said, my goal is I might buy a second one, but I'm gonna hold off for a while because I'm hoping Neca comes out with a black and white version. That way I will use the black and white version for this head sculpt. But if not, I'll give it until the next toy fair or something, and then I'll go and buy it, and I'll probably get a second Kong. I don't want to jump the gun and then be stuck with two, but whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. So let's go over there. Let's go over the detail. So as you can see, if you look at photos of the 1933 Kong, this is what the face looks like for the most part. It's really, really cool, very animated looking. I really like it. I like the battle scarring that they added. I love all the fur. I just like the general look of this figure, and I knew they were gonna knock it out of the park. One, because like I said, Neca is my favorite toy brand. There's no doubt about that. And then also too, anybody who ever saw their Planet of the Apes line, they were good figures. I mean, they were really, really great figures. There we go. I was like, why do I want to focus? But they were really great figures, so I kind of knew, like, well, you know, they already knocked out doing like ape-like figures before. Why couldn't they do Kong? So I'm really excited. So let's go over the articulation. So his head moves up. Woo! His head moves up quite a bit. Nice. The head moves down. You can do a 360, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, but whatever. You can do what you want. Your figure, you pay the money. His arms go up. Okay, he's got a bicep cut. He actually has double jointed elbows. And then they do have hinges on the fist, but they're a little hindered by the plastic, which is okay. See, my figure actually has a warp, so I don't know if that's going to change anything. But no, not really. His ab, I mean, again, I don't know. It could go further, but he goes down pretty far. Let's see how far he goes up. Wow, that's awesome. He goes back really, really far. Okay, so he's got a really great ab crunch. So far, the articulation on this figure is pretty awesome. And he actually has double jointed knees. Double jointed knees. Okay, it's kind of stiff. So his foot kind of goes up. It's got good. I can tell you one thing. It's got ankle pivot, really good ankle pivot. So let's see how far it goes back. Kind of goes back that far, and it could go more, but again, mine's stiff, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm a kind of a coward when it comes to cranking on these figures. I don't like the idea of breaking them because they're kind of stiff. There we go, fixed it. I'm like, makes me all paranoid. So, all right, let me get this figure situated. We're gonna do size comparisons with this guy, you know, the way he looks right now, and then I'll switch to head sculpts and hands, and then we'll see what the other one looks like. But let's say you guys want to have a classic Kong and maybe go for the more of the classic look of having them with your Godzilla. Because let's be real, most people are going to display their Kong with Godzilla, right? This guy's going in my Kaiju collection for sure. So I'm going to bring out the original Neca Godzilla, you know. So let's look. So right off the bat, it's completely out of scale. Again, your collection, your imagination, do what you want. Like, to me, doesn't bother me. It's not going to affect me from wanting to have these guys displayed. So, this is the original black and white version of Godzilla, the first ever Godzilla. But now, let's bring out the one that we're all going to be posing with, right? The one from the actual film, King Kong vs. Godzilla, right? This to me actually looks really cool. Now again, it's out of scale. Godzilla should be bigger than Kong. He just should be. But he's not, and that's okay. Again, I'm not a super big stickler. To me, that looks really awesome. I would probably display these two together. Now, again, I'm probably going to display it with the angry skull, with the angry face. But we'll see. I'll tell you after this next size comparison if that's the way I'm going to go. Because I gotta be honest with you, I really like the way this looks. Again, I wish Godzilla was a bit bigger, but I like how this looks. So anyway, let me switch out the parts and then we'll bring in the next size comparison. All right, here's our Kong with the new with the other head sculpt with the new hands. Before, let's just get a closer look at this face. Yeah, that's really amazing. I love the way this looks. So let's bring out the other size comparison that I think we're all going to want to see. You know, there's a new movie coming out, Godzilla vs. Kong, which is streaming on HBO Max, and it will be in theaters. Unfortunately, where I live, theaters are closed, so I will be watching this movie on HBO Max. It's one of my much anticipated movies of 2021. So let's bring out the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. Now again, scaling completely off. Completely. I'm gonna see. I'll do this. Stay after this comparison, and I'll have a little slideshow of the different images of the original King Kong vs. Godzilla and then Godzilla vs. Kong, just so you guys can see how off these are. But again, it does not bother me. You know, I mean, Godzilla should be higher. But it's an action figure display. I'm not super upset about it. I'm still gonna have Kong with my Godzillas. I just don't know. I mean, he's either going to go my Universal Monster display or my Godzilla display, and it's probably the Godzilla display, to be completely honest with you. So all in all, I don't think it looks horrible, but this is just a super jacked up version of Kong. But, you know, I am going to go with this head sculpt. I like this head sculpt a lot. This is the one that will be in my display. I hope you guys really like this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment down below. I really appreciate all the support I get. I get quite a few people that comment on all my videos, and they mean the world to me to see these people, you know, that care about my reviews. I'm a little channel, and you know, but just because I'm little doesn't mean I can't show appreciation to the people that are appreciating my content. So I hope you guys have a great day. Keep a lookout for my next videos. I'm really enjoying doing this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.